Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. This is Dragon Ball Z Dokkan. And today we're gonna talk about AoE units. There are quite a few of them on the list. Obviously, we're gonna start with Martin Vegeta because he's one of the best. He is AoE unit when he does 18 key, but it's really difficult to get that. It has a rare chance to stun the enemy, which is pretty good considering he is one of the best AoE unit in the game, better than the Raditz and everyone. So I'm also gonna talk about a little bit about this Martin Vegeta because he is also AoE unit, old school AoE unit. I cannot showcase this one. He's not hitting as hard as I would like him to, but the thing about Martin Vegeta, when he does his attack all, sometimes there are gonna be units that won't go on 30 times difficulty. So you better make sure, if you want to do this, just try and not to get hit. Because if the Potara team has a LR's Black and Zamasu, will not die. And most of them, they also on Potara team on World Tournament 30 times difficulty, they're gonna have a tough time going away using Martin Vegeta, because he could be run on Resurrected Warriors, where you actually get the best damage output out of him. But I don't have Resurrected Warriors leader Angel called Frieza, so I cannot showcase this guy in his best environment. So aside from this tech, Martin Vegeta is not so good. So we're gonna take a look at Raditz. I Rainbow Star mine because I like the unit. He does his job pretty well. On the preliminary rounds, he will actually take out everyone except for the physical units, of course, unless he does critical. But he does tend to do critical a lot when he's Rainbow Star, because he's Rainbow Star. That's why he is pretty good. You can also run him on Rosé, Strength Rosé. He will attack much higher, 320 something K. But I would suggest if I'm gonna use this guy, I would run him on Potara leads, because LRs also do have a secondary leader skill that is 90%, but that's good enough in the preliminary rounds. You're just gonna have to make sure that your Raditz doesn't get hit or anything, because he will get hit like a truck. So just make sure not to get hit. So, and we're gonna talk about ECA Broly. He is a LR Broly's downgrade a bit, because he only attacks once. LR Broly have two super attacks guaranteed every time, but this Broly only have one. So you kinda have to make sure he is duped. Mine is not duped, and he will take care of everything. But he doesn't mix that well with the other units, because he doesn't have a prepared for battle just like the LR Broly has. Let's take a look at that. This guy has a prepared for battle, which is Ki +2 and will link up with any Saiyan. That's why he is so good. LR Broly is the best considering. So go down. We're gonna take a look at this old school AoE unit. I test him out. SA10 Heat Dome Attack. It does a mass damage to all enemies, attack 20%, for all allies for 1 turn. It's okay, but he does. You cannot count on this guy. He will not take anything out whatsoever. It's kind of a was a comical run for me from preliminary to the finals using this guy. Took me 20 minutes to complete from preliminary to the final. Just 20 minutes non-stop playing, because he is a 10. He will hit around 71,000 to 100,000. That's all. It's mass damage. That's why his attack is so low. You cannot count on him. I had to count on a physical Vegito, Super Vegito, and Vegeta Blue to actually deal the most amount of damage. We're not gonna take a look at this Chow Man because he's on Super Attack 1. He will not. Don't use this guy. He's just a trophy. He mass damage to all enemies while sacrificing 20% HP. It's not good. So the one would be Broly, because mine is my favorite, and that actually is the best way to go about LR Broly, because I have a dupe of LR Broly. That's why he's a good. I have Martin Vegeta on this because this is the team I'm using currently to just destroy and try to get that local #1 with the local #1. He has grinded a lot more than me, and I didn't have the time yesterday or Friday because I was at a friend, and yesterday we had a little bit of hangover, so I didn't have the time to play that much yesterday, but I still managed to gather all the points necessary and everything, you know, pretty good. So the good thing about this, the Rose will get key, and even though Machi Vegeta won't get the 18 key he deserves, Broly will take care of everything. Even though they're the ATL types, I could count on Broly on the preliminary, because in the preliminary he will actually one-shot everyone, just like this one, without any worries. But make sure that if the enemy is attacking first, you don't want to get hit with a type disadvantage, because they will hit the mostly 100,000 to 200,000 depending on who hits you. It's a really mess. But the great thing about this is we have Chaco and Jiaozu to stun, so I don't have to sacrifice a Ghost Usher every time. I just can count on Chaco to stun everyone and Jiaozu to do the same, so we don't get the hit first because they're gonna be stunned, and that way we're gonna do great and just one-shot everything with LR Broly. That's why he is my favorite AoE unit in the game right now. But go over to JP side. We have now Perfect Cell. He does AoE. I think he is meant to replace the Broly in a way. I think I'm not really sure, but that should be, yeah. I think he will one day replace LR Broly, but with Cell, the thing is, he is physical unit. If you don't have a dupe of him, he will not get those criticals. But with Broly, it's a strength type unit, 3 critical on 3 paths, so gives you 5 critical, and that is better than running no dupes Cell over Broly. Broly is just still the king. He is still the king, and that's pretty good. Okay, let's take a look. I'm at 40 million. I don't think I have the time to catch up for the #1 global, even though it is a bit sad that I cannot get 2 copies of Jiangsu. He is at 72 million. I'm only at 40 million. That's gonna be a difficult. So, to end this video, I'm gonna do a multi. I don't wanna get shot. Double race banner. You should not shot me. All these units base form, no. Super Saiyan 3, 4, Super Saiyan God. Give me something really good. Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, physical. Not very good. Let me see. Come on. 117. We got the Jiaozu. This is the one that stuns. But I don't need him. AGL Senshin Run. I got the Shaft. Got the Shaft. Ultimate Shaft again. Oh, it's not done. Okay. Come on. Seriously. This is not very good. I'm gonna shave this guy because this can be used to raise super attack on Vegeta. Evolution Vegeta. So, I got the Shaft. Thanks for watching. Have a blast. See you next time. Later.